Official carrier, American Airlines. American and American Eagle provide service to dozens of warm destinations in Florida, Mexico, the Bahamas, and the Caribbean. American Airlines, something special to the sun.
You might have more than just salmonella to worry about when you eat chicken. We'll tell you about a bacteria in chicken you may have never heard of.
A building on the brink of collapse in Grand Rapids. Why did it take so long to do something about this crumbling building?
And women, listen up, a drink that brings relief for the symptoms of PMS.
Now, live, you're watching Channel 3, where news comes first. This is News 3 at 5.
Hello, West Michigan. I'm Judy Marquis.
And I'm Meredith Swanson. Thanks for joining us. This is News 3 at 5. There are questions tonight about the safety of meat. Tonight we're talking about chicken and red meat.
Now we're going to start with chicken, and a study done by Consumer Reports, it found that a dangerous germ called Campylobacter is in 2/3 of chickens it tested from grocery stores. It's found 4 times as often as salmonella, and is the most widespread cause of food poisoning in the United States. The poultry industry says the finding is alarming, but told one newspaper it is too expensive to eliminate all contaminated chickens.
So how can you protect you and your family from this bacteria, Campylobacter? News 3's Teresa Toomer joins us with that part of the story. Teresa, what can people who eat chicken do to protect themselves?
Meredith, it all comes down to using common sense and making sure that you cook your chicken properly.
Look closely at these germs. They could be on the chicken you're about to eat.
Campylobacter is not a household word.
The bacteria is found in raw chicken, but Campylobacter can make you very sick and can even be deadly.
Campylobacter may cause half as many deaths as salmonella does, and millions of cases of food poisoning.
Campylobacter found in chicken is responsible for making over 2 million people sick every year. In Michigan, there were between 600 and 900 cases reported last year, but a very small number get reported.
It is not very easy to test for. It does not exist in the air for very long when they take tests for it. And so we're working very hard on developing a new test for Campylobacter.
So consumers have to be careful once they purchase chickens.
If you buy in the store, you should wash it. Because you don't know if they wash it or not. So if you wash it, you know it's washed.
Washing helps, but cooking chicken until it's done is the way to kill the bacteria.
It has always really been traditional in my family to wash chicken down pretty good, and clean it out, strip the fat out of it, go ahead and cook it up.
Health officials say the best way to beat the bacteria is to cook poultry thoroughly and keep raw chicken juices away from other foods.
All right, thank you, Teresa Toomer. USDA inspectors say they found contaminated beef at the Merco meat processing plant in Plainwell. Inspectors shut down all operations and are not allowing any product to leave that plant. Tonight at 6, News 3's Christine Behrens will tell us what is contaminated, what contaminated that meat, and what is being done to correct that problem.
Well, it rained off and on again all day today, but it did feel warm out.
Yes, it did. Here's Keith Thompson with weather first.
Our temperatures were well above normal, and again, that rain started tapering off in the afternoon. Had a few spots of sunshine here and there. I think there'll be more to come tomorrow. Outside now, skies mostly cloudy, and temperatures, as you see, range from the upper 30s to the middle 40s. The cool spot now, Holland at 39. It's 43 in Grand Rapids and Sturgis. Kalamazoo now at 42, and the warmest spot in West Michigan now is Battle Creek at 46 degrees. Decreasing cloudiness tonight with an overnight low temperature anywhere from 28 to 32 degrees as we slowly clear out overnight. Now tomorrow skies will be partly sunny with a high temperature from 47 to 51 degrees. But we have big changes coming later in the week. We'll get into that a little bit more when we talk more weather later. Judy?
Thank you, Keith. A building that collapsed in Grand Rapids last night had been a target of safety concerns.
Building inspectors tagged it for code violations long before the walls came crashing down. Crews completed their search of the building this afternoon. They determined no one was in the building at the time of the collapse. The building is believed to be over 100 years old. It had been empty for at least 6 years. The unstable walls had inspectors so concerned that they started legal action, but a dispute over who owned the building kept anything from being done about it. Sometimes it is a tragedy that reminds us how precious life is. On this day, 1 year ago, 18-year-old Tony Girardi and his family were overcome by carbon monoxide in their Comstock home. They were all rushed to the hospital, but Tony died. Today, Tony's mom and dad delivered flowers to their daughter, Sarah, who woke them all up and got them out of the house. She is their hero. They also want to remind everyone how important it is to have a detector.
More than $20 to $40, and that's what an average carbon monoxide detector costs now, so we really want people to go out and get one.
The Girardis have spent this last year trying to educate the public. Kalamazoo Mayor Robert Jones has declared this Carbon Monoxide Awareness Day, pointing out it is the leading cause of poisoning deaths in the United States.
A young mother who police say faked her kidnapping will not face criminal charges. The FBI found 22-year-old Christina Egan in Big Rapids yesterday. They say she'd run off with a boyfriend. State police say Egan will have to pay the $100 towing and storage bill for her car. They also plan to give her a $65 ticket for leaving the car on US 131 near the Plainwell exit. Egan's disappearance prompted friends and family to join police in a search. She will not be criminally charged because she didn't break any laws. However, Representative Ken Sikkema says he's looking into sponsoring a bill that would punish someone for fraudulently taking up police time. The latest mystery for Battle Creek police, finding this woman who's been missing for nearly 5 months. 51-year-old Bernadette Ruby Beamlander was reported missing to police on February 17th, but the last time friends saw Beamlander was October 7th. Beamlander is about 5'2" and is of Caribbean descent. Police visited her home and found food left out on the oven burner in Beamlander's car parked behind the house. Anyone with information about Beamlander's disappearance is urged to call the Battle Creek Police at 966-3353. Have you done your taxes yet?
If you use the easy form or have somebody do your tax forms for you, it might not take you too long or get too involved.
But if you're using all the various loopholes to cut your tax load, it can get quite involved.
That's right. The challenge is to use the legitimate deductions without going too far. Here are some of the top things we understand will attract the attention of IRS auditors. Claiming to use your home as your office. Foreign investments, transferring cash overseas. Underreporting any sources of income, especially living a lifestyle that exceeds obvious income. Claiming large losses on stocks or on your business. Filing as self-employed, especially a business that generates a lot of cash, and sloppy cash tax forms. News 3's Gordon Boyd is live in our Help Phone 3 studio tonight with more information. Gordon?
Well, Meredith, we are lucky because we are early enough in the game that the folks here tonight are still getting a good night's sleep. They're not completely frazzled yet by all the questions, so they're ready to go and ready to answer all the questions for you. Some of these guys we have here do this for a living. Al Castle, in fact, does it for H&R Block. We also have Charlie DeVries here with Congressman Fred Upton's office to help you work through some of the bureaucracy, and also State Senator Dale Sugars to help you work through some of Michigan's problems in the tax code. Our tax code at times can be almost like a tar pit. The job that these guys have tonight is to help dig you out of some of the tar pits. They know a lot, but they also know what they don't know, which means they're not going to try to bluff their way through it. If they can't answer a question, they will lead you to somebody who can. Here are the numbers to call. 616-345-2422, or you can also dial us toll-free at 800-996-8865. We'll keep these phones open until 7 o'clock. You can call in. They'll answer your questions or put you towards somebody who can. We'll check in periodically to tell you what the most common questions are and how they're wading through some of this difficulty. Meredith and Judith?
All right, thanks, Gordon. The sound of the phones, you know, lots of people have questions about taxes.
Gonna be busy.
Well, tomorrow is the beginning of Lent. That's a time of fasting and prayer for Christians.
So today is your last chance to indulge in something sinfully delicious. That's the idea behind Punchki Day, or Fat Tuesday. Mackenzie's Bakery in Kalamazoo is busy this morning serving up Punchki treats filled with custard, lemon, and chocolate buttercream. The bakery made over 8,000 punchkis for the celebration. Punchki is a Polish word for little donuts. The treats were brought to the U.S. from Poland around the turn of the century. They were originally flats and made with raisins. The fillings were introduced in the 1920s.
One thing we do know, they're very good.
That's for sure. When we come back, Keith has more on this rainy weather.
And a little later, Relief for Women, a powder drink that takes away the symptoms of PMS.
And from now on, call him Sir Elton in honor for singer Elton John when we come back.
Dad was a quiet man. Didn't talk about feelings too much, but he always showed his love. After he died, we found he'd even prearranged his funeral for us. No other words were needed. Show them you care. Tell Trust 100.
I'm putting off a new car until the right deal comes along.
Then you're going to love this. Right now, your Toyota dealer can put you into the #1 selling car in America, the U.S.-built Camry, for just $239 a month.
That's terrific.
Even better, it's an equipped Consumer Digest Best Buy Camry for $239 a month.
You know, I've always wanted a Camry.
Now's the time, but you've got to hurry. This event ends March 2nd. See your Toyota dealer, who's out to give you more car for less every day.
Mary, Mary, where are you going to?
In high school, the only thing bigger than your hair were your glasses. But that's all changed, thanks to Pearle's lightweight frames and sleek micro-thin lenses. Sleek and thin. Too bad time hasn't been that kind to everyone. And right now at Pearle, your age is your discount. Get from 1 to 100% off your frame depending on your age. What are you waiting for? Put your Pearles on.
In West Michigan, the weather can turn treacherous fast. Find out if school is closed from the station that has school closings first, Channel 3, on air and at our homepage.
School closings information on Channel 3 is sponsored by Big Apple Bagel.
It's tax time again, and there's a way to get a break that's so secret, some IRS agents haven't even heard of it. Find out about that and all your tax questions. Tax tips on Help Phone 3, Tuesday on News 3 at 5, 5:30, and 6.
At Vandenberg Furniture, when you shop for a bedroom suite, you'll find durable furniture with quality that will last for generations. Choose from solid woods and wood veneers. Whether your taste and style is traditional or contemporary, the look is timeless. Continue the comfort with a back supporter mattress from Spring Air. Enjoy a good night's sleep because Spring Air has handcrafted quality construction at every level of firmness. Visit Vandenberg Furniture today and sleep well tonight. US 131, 1 mile north of Schoolcraft.